our first webisode with Tampa Fire Rescue. I arrived at the Tampa airport where I was picked up and taken immediately to the aircraft rescue firefighting facility. I met up with the crew as they were having their afternoon cup of coffee. We start our tour on the apparatus floor with firefighter Richard Brabant.
Okay, all the trucks, they're pretty basic in that they all carry the foam and the water. But two of the trucks will carry halotron. Actually, one carries halon, which is the older form of the extinguishing agent. But ARFF 4 carries halotron. ARFF 1 carries the dry chem. ARFF 3 has the piercing ability with the snozzle on the top, and ARFF 2 is a 3,000-gallon truck, so it carries a lot of water. And 3 as well as 3,000, then the other two are 1,500s. Then there's 2 reserve trucks, and even a P-19, which was a military spec vehicle that you can actually drive on a C-5 Galaxy. That's the smaller one over in the corner. This one here had been refurbished last year. It's an older one, this ARFF 5 one. So all the trucks are a little bit different. Now the first truck is a Striker. Now it's the truck that gets to the scene first. It is in fact the fastest truck out there. And the first truck has to be there in 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and all 4 trucks in 4 minutes. So that's the truck that arrives first because it is the fastest one, the Striker. It has a really good suspension, and it drives really well. As a matter of fact, when they were delivering a lot of the Strikers, they were tipping over other trucks that were just trying to keep up with it. So that truck is really that fast. That maneuverable is what it is. So that's the 4 front line and the 2 reserve. And this C2 over here is the St. Pete International. They're here for the burn. They're going to do some of the burn with us tonight. Well, this is a stainless steel table where we do some work in here. This might be, just cleaning the plugs and some of the filters and stuff, making sure that it has a little preventative maintenance. Just try to keep it going. We keep some O2 bottles here in the rack, some extra hose, of course the bottles, SCBA bottles, and a cascade system. So compressor, filler, and these 4 bottles really fill off of these 4 bottles here. So the tanks go in here. You hook them up and then fill them from the cascade system and a compressor. This is the triage trailer, where we keep a lot of stuff in case something big happens. We have the whole triage. Okay, Raytheon infrared camera, LCD screen here. If you have a cargo plane or any aircraft that has some sort of a situation, you can find the hot spot with the infrared camera, or at least locate the general vicinity of the aircraft, and then go with the piercing and pierce at the exact spot that's the hottest. So really nice for cargo planes that have containers inside. You're not sure which container it is. The infrared camera will help, and that Raytheon camera is very nice. Tech is a camera that we use for recording. We try to get some of the training down, so we can record any event that we have, so that we can later either see what we could have done better or worse, in the critique end of it, or have something for record as to exactly what went on. So the Intech camera both works for a training and as a log of events of actually what went on. So as soon as you roll out, the recorder's on and the Intech camera is up and running.
Fort Garry fire trucks, forged from fire, engineered for the extreme. Fort Garry fire trucks manufactures the toughest emergency vehicles in the industry with a full-frame aluminum extruded body. We utilize 5083 saltwater marine-grade aluminum, and with a large engineering staff to meet your custom needs.
This company has gone above and beyond with engineering and building for us some of the strange equipment that we request.
Fort Garry Fire Trucks has a 20-year body warranty and a 10-year non-pro-rated paint warranty.
And Fort Garry had come in as the low bidder on our first new pumper. And this caused some concern with us because Fort Garry had a reputation in the industry, and we did not really want a Fort Garry fire truck at the time. So in 1999, we started the wheels rolling with our very first Fort Garry fire truck custom pumper, and we have not looked back since.
Visit our website for more info at www.fgft.com. First Jaws of Life. Built to extend lives. We're the creator, the innovator, the industry pioneer, and still the only rescue tool you'll want in your hands when it's time to save lives. Find out more at jawsoflife.com.
As soon as the sun went down, the crew of aircraft rescue firefighters set out across the tarmac for an exercise evolution. This is where the St. Petersburg-Clearwater crew will get recertified. The aircraft rescue firefighters get briefed by the safety officer, Captain Steve Stocco.
Falcon, do me a favor. Stay behind Carter. Just tell him what's going on. I'm going to be over to the side watching safety if you could give him instructions. If I hit you hard, I'm on the shoulder a couple times in a row, you need to stop what you're doing and look at me and I'll give you a signal on what to do. We're probably going to have to back out. Otherwise, he will hit you one time on the left and one time to the right, lightly, for you to look that way. Okay, so if he hits you on the left shoulder, look to the left. If he hits you on the right shoulder, look to the right. Mine will be pretty definite, and then you'll know something's up, okay?
Captain Stocco checks out all the gear on each and every firefighter. We arrive at the training ground. A tank sits in a lake of fluids. This is a mock-up jet training ground. The first exercise is a handline evolution. As the crew brings in the hose line, a live fire instructor goes out with a propane torch and lights the fuel. With our helmet cameras, we get what the firefighter sees up close and personal. These cameras are perfect for training. The instructors let the blaze build up. They use water for this evolution, but would use a combination of foam and water for an actual incident. The crews at this facility train often. Threshold and response time is crucial at any airport. The firefighters start dousing the fire as it roars. pumped into the pond through pipes and valves beneath the ground. Line evolution is now complete. Key Fire Hose, now a division of KFH Industries, was established in 1988 in Miami, Florida, and is now one of the largest manufacturers of hose and related products in the world. In 2010, Key Fire Hose relocated to Dothan, Alabama to double its manufacturing space, streamline efficiencies, and increase stock of raw materials and finished goods while conforming to ISO-style quality control standards. Find out more about KFH Industries at www.keyfire.com. Ditch Hitch, the industry leader for safe vehicle recovery.
Hi, I'm Danny McCallum. I'm the Fire Chief of the Valley View Volunteer Fire Department in Valley View, Alberta, Canada. Today we're going to demonstrate the Ditch Hitch system. It's a vehicle recovery system designed to keep you safe while you're removing a vehicle. Deputy Chief Les will get the system we keep in a rescue truck, and we'll have firefighter Randy hook up the system to our truck. It's designed so you cannot put it in backwards. If the pin doesn't fit, it's not meant to be there. They have a unique locking pin device that goes on. It's like a key ring to design to hold the pin in place while the vehicle is being used to recover. The key component to this whole system is this fuse link. This is designed to break. It's supposed to. You can only use this fuse link system with this ditch hitch. This system's designed so everybody can go home safe at the end of the day.
Find out more about the award-winning Ditch Hitch at www.ditchhitch.com.
The nozzle on the rig is activated. The crew set up for the next exercise. This is a truck evolution. The aircraft rescue firefighters conduct the most accurate field evolutions possible. The fire is lit, and the instructors let the blaze build up to a huge roar. The R2 apparatus is alerted as to react to a real call. The Tampa crew tests their R2 ARFF truck. ARFF trucks, as they call it, are much faster than the engines on the street. They have very little time to respond to what can potentially be a catastrophe and loss of hundreds of lives. The crew used the snozzle to put out the fire. Another successful exercise of evolutions for the firefighters of Tampa's aircraft rescue.
WaterX's history traces back to the 1920s. WaterX high-pressure pumps have become the industry standard for portability and rugged performance. WaterX offers a complete line of high-performance pumps suited to meet the most difficult water handling requirements. WaterX. We move water. Rescue One connector boats. Many missions, one boat. Find out more information at rescueone.com.
Later that evening, I was dropped off at headquarters. We will be with Engine 1 when we return to the continuation of this webisode.